Radius has got to run. Only 2 hit points. Nice hit. Good. Hold on, let me see what I'm supposed to do here. Find and rescue Gino from the BTL pushers. Stop the chipheads from attacking you. I guess we have to kill this guy. Alright, that stopped him. Good. Better than life database management system. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. can't do it either. Seems like we have no choice. Alright, they live. That's the last of them. Okay, we didn't let any chip heads die. You eject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chip heads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Who slotted me out? Who's fraggin' slotted me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes. No recognition. It's her cousin. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt, and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him horrified with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off, just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino, we're backing off. He presses his hand to the sides of his head. The finger still on the trigger squints. What the hell's wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Oh God, look at me. Put down the gun, Gino. Come with us. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slide in. Get away. He points the gun at Coyote. You're not gonna stop me. I'll fragging kill you first. Gino, no. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. It was beyond help, Coyote. I'm sorry, but he's at rest now. I'm not stopping. Not now, not ever. She looks at Paco, back at you, the angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I'm going to burn every mother fraggin' BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. Every mother fragging one. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the million. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need, magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running the Shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Talk to the fixer, Mr. Delilah, about hiring runners. Is that him? Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Gradius, there's a woman looking for you, Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage, Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything, won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon, just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madam Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madam Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've ever met him. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected. You might want to meet him. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. John Bartlett, full of life with a quick smile, and he looks like Eminem. The man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? A little of this, a little of that. I hear that, oh my. I might have something for you if you got the Nguyen. This is time is money, I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have, and in the know guy like you has had to have heard of them. The premier merc team out there, if you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Uh-huh. Alright, let's talk to him. So can't talk to him anymore. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority, and she's hot. Miss Watts, Jessica Watts. Jessica Watts, she eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Gradius, I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward, then gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run the shadows for years. If you say so, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? No, I'm not. Is that a problem? Her frown grows more pronounced. No, it's just that I don't want anyone else getting hurt on account of my brother. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I am a professional. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. He's offering me a lot of money. I'm not doing it for free. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam, he hired me from beyond the grave. I don't understand. It's called a dead man's switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken sod of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a real glimpse of emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and this bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Gradius. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam. You know, I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. You're not asking me to quit, are you? No, I don't. I don't know. Maybe. On the streets, honor still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Sam's paying $100,000. Can you beat it? So just like everything else with Sam, he finds a way to use people, whether he's alive or dead. No, I don't have that kind of money. She sighs. She's done. Never mind, I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory and his fat wallet in your own way, but I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't. And maybe I could help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you spoke to him? It's been ages, I can't even remember. The bartender recalls Sam complaining about arguments with his sister. I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled on the past when he was in his cups. We certainly argued enough when we were younger. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime! After that was gone, with Mom working 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I needed from it. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Calfrey. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave there. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to make that happen. I've taken enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well. I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm re-entering my mother's body tomorrow. Re-interring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. I might swing by. Goodbye, Gradius. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Coyote is wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach, keeps her eyes on her work.